In the heart of the Renaissance, Leonardo da Vinci emerged as a mind beyond his time. Not just a painter but a scientist, inventor and engineer, his notebooks overflowed with sketches and ideas that revealed a relentless curiosity. He saw the world as a puzzle to be solved, studying birds to dream of flight, water to imagine new machines. Many of his designs were centuries ahead, their true potential only realized long after his death. Today we step into Leonardo's workshop, exploring the engineering marvels that shaped the future. This is the story of Leonardo the engineer. For Leonardo, flight was not fantasy, it was a challenge to be unraveled. He meticulously observed birds, dissected wings and filled pages with aerodynamic studies. He saw air as a fluid to be navigated, not an empty void. From this obsession came the ornithopter, a human-powered machine with vast flapping wings designed to mimic birds in flight. Though it never flew, the ornithopter was revolutionary, an attempt to reverse engineer nature using science. Leonardo's approach laid the groundwork for future pioneers, inspiring the likes of the Wright brothers. His rigorous study of biomechanics and aerodynamics marked the true beginning of aviation engineering. The ornithopter may have stayed on paper, but its legacy soared. Leonardo's vision gave wings to generations of inventors. He proved that the secrets of flight were hidden in nature, waiting to be unlocked. On the brutal battlefields of Renaissance Italy, Leonardo reimagined warfare. He designed a circular armored vehicle, propelled from within, bristling with cannons, and able to move in any direction. This was the world's first concept of a tank, a mobile fortress meant to break enemy lines and terrify opponents. Ingeniously, the crew was protected inside, turning cranks to drive the machine. Yet, Leonardo included a flaw in the gears, perhaps to prevent misuse or as a pacifist safeguard. Though never built, his design anticipated the principles of modern tanks, armor, mobility, and firepower centuries before their time. The idea lay dormant until the 20th century, when tanks changed warfare forever. Leonardo's tank was a vision of psychological and technological dominance. His notebooks planted the seeds for the armored vehicles of today. Even in war, his mind was centuries ahead. Leonardo's imagination soared higher with the aerial screw, a precursor to the helicopter. Unlike his bird-inspired machines, this device featured a giant helical rotor, meant to screw itself into the sky. 4 men would rotate the shaft, hoping to generate lift by compressing air beneath the spiral. The materials and physics of his era made flight impossible, but the concept was groundbreaking. Leonardo understood the principle of aerodynamic lift long before it was formalized. His aerial screw foreshadowed the vertical takeoff and hovering of modern helicopters. When helicopters finally took flight centuries later, they echoed Leonardo's vision. His design was a leap into the future, proof that pure imagination can shape reality. Leonardo's curiosity plunged beneath the waves with his design for a diving suit. Crafted from waterproof leather, it featured a helmet with glass goggles and breathing tubes reaching the surface. Ingeniously, he included a buoyancy bladder and even a pouch for long underwater missions. The suit was intended for stealth attacks on enemy ships, an early vision of underwater warfare. Venetian authorities never adopted it, fearing its power. Yet, Leonardo's design anticipated the fundamentals of modern diving gear. Waterproof suits, air supply systems, and buoyancy control, all were present in his sketches. His ideas would resurface centuries later, enabling humans to explore the ocean's depths. Leonardo unlocked the underwater world long before technology caught up. Not all of Leonardo's inventions were for war, some were pure spectacle. His mechanical lion, built for the King of France, was an automaton that walked and revealed lilies from its chest. In an age of simple machines, this lifelike automaton amazed audiences, blending art and engineering. The lion's complex gears and program movements made it one of the earliest robots. Leonardo's showmanship foreshadowed the rise of robotics and automation. From this theatrical marvel, we trace a line to today's robots and animatronics. Even in entertainment, Leonardo's genius was centuries ahead. In a world without engines, Leonardo envisioned a self-propelled cart, an ancestor of the automobile. Powered by coiled springs and intricate gears, the cart could move and steer itself along a programmed path. Its programmable steering made it an early autonomous robot, likely intended for stage effects. Modern engineers built a replica in 2004, and it worked, just as Leonardo designed. This invention marked a leap towards self-moving vehicles and robotics. The cart's legacy lives on in every autonomous machine. Leonardo's playful invention hinted at a future of automation. Even his toys changed the world. Leonardo tackled civil engineering with his design for a single-span bridge across Istanbul's Golden Horn. His pressed bow arch, over 700 feet long, was far beyond anything built at the time. The design distributed weight outward, a principle used in modern bridges. The Sultan rejected the idea, unable to believe it could stand. 5 centuries later, a smaller version was built in Norway, proving Leonardo's vision was sound. His bridge was not fantasy, but engineering genius ahead of its era. Leonardo's principles now underpin the world's great bridges. He reimagined what was possible in architecture. Leonardo's true legacy is not just in his inventions, but in his way of thinking. He applied observation, experimentation, and analysis, centuries before the scientific method was formalized. His notebooks are laboratories on paper, exploring friction, hydraulics, and aerodynamics. Many designs were impossible then, but they sparked ideas that shaped the future. Leonardo fused art and science, believing no problem was unsolvable. His influence is seen in every field that blends creativity with engineering. Modern innovators walk in his footsteps, often unknowingly. He taught us to see the world as a system to be understood and improved. Leonardo's mind was his greatest invention. His vision stands the test of time. Leonardo's genius reminds us that art and science are inseparable. If you're inspired, explore my gallery and book for more on creativity and invention. For deeper insight, I recommend Walter Isaacson's biography of Leonardo da Vinci. Thank you for joining this journey. Subscribe for more stories of innovation. Which invention amazed you most? Share your thoughts below, and stay curious.